What's up, guys? Mike Puma here, Chief Marketing Officer of Century 21 Beggins and of BE3, and I'm back with another Marketing Monday. So today, what I wanted to do is, you're hearing from me and a lot of other people who look and sound like me that we need to be out creating content and creating posts and really communicating with our sphere, but you may be running out of things to say or haven't even started, and then it's that big question of like, what do I say? What do I talk about, right? So I wanted to do, for this Marketing Monday, I wanted to do a quick 5 little tips of topics that you could create content around, just to give you guys some inspiration, things that we're creating content around, or at least teaching our agents to create content around. So topic number 1 is real estate. It's very simple, right? So if you are continuing to work in this environment, it's important that you continue to let your sphere know that you're working. And that could be done via you doing virtual tours. That could be you pushing out content that stats on you or your office, on what that you guys are still producing. Because I don't know about your offices, but for us, we're still selling a lot of homes. We're still putting a lot of listings on the market. We're still very busy, down from what's normal, but still very busy. And so we need to be communicating that to our community, to our sphere, if we want to stay that way, right? So it's important to let them know, hey, I know the world seems crazy, but let's all take a deep breath because we are still selling homes. We're still busy. I am still working. I'm here for you. What questions can I answer? And there's a variety of ways to do that. You could do live Q&As. You could do all sorts of things, and follow the daily marketing guide that we have on beggins3.com to help guide you through that. But that is topic number 1. Topic number 2 is people are stuck at home. They're doing home improvement projects, right? That is the common theme. People are going to have nicer looking yards than they ever have before. But do you have advice for them on little projects, maybe creative things, maybe just things that you know as a real estate expert are going to bring more value than not, right? And obviously a lot of this stuff is subjective, but there are improvements, small things that people could be doing that'll bring more value when they go to sell than others, right? And so you creating that advice and providing that advice makes you the expert. You being the expert creates the brand that you want, and which obviously will translate now, and it'll certainly translate in the future as things normalize. So topic of just really giving them home improvement ideas, home improvement projects. If you don't know any, it's called Google, right? Just Google it. There's tons of ideas out there, and then you share them. Use tools like Canva, Lumen 5 to create videos then around those subjects, and then push it out, and you be the content curator of that particular topic. Okay, so that's topic number 2. Topic number 3, if you're like me, you're a parent, and you have a lot of parents in your sphere. So even if you're not a parent, you have people in your sphere right now that are going crazy. They're got their kids home with them 24/7. They never leave. That parent is now their parent, their teacher, their principal, their friend, their everything, right? Because the kids can't do anything, they can't go anywhere. So what are ideas that you have that you're doing with your kids or that you've seen other people doing? I, for example, have done some fun trying to keep things outside the box. I have 2 boys, they both play sports. So obviously we're still doing a lot of that type of stuff, but even fun stuff like I did an idea, which Jonathan will add in the video here inside of this video, showing a little clip where we actually had some fun with just a laundry basket and YouTube, right? And we did a fun thing that they literally did for hours. So we'll drop that in here as just an idea, but just look up and research and just give some creative ideas that you or them as parents can do, right? They're stuck at home. Let's give them some creative crafts, creative things that they can be doing with their kids to help keep their kids busy, which will help keep them sane, which will make them love you, which again comes back to us building long tail brand. And that's exactly what we want to do. Tip number 4, how do we stay connected, right? So give them advice in the same way that you're staying connected, you're creating content. Give them the ideas. Hey, did you know you can create a free Zoom room and get on with your sports team teammates and have a Zoom call? We've been doing that. If your kid's birthday is coming up, have a virtual birthday party. We've done that, right? So they may be doing these things, but just, again, you talking about them, and it separates you a little bit from the mundane of what most agents do, which is real estate, real estate, real estate. We're now giving outside the box ideas, but we're also giving practical things that these are real people just like you are. They're real people and they're going through real things. They're having a variety of emotions. They're stuck in their house. They're mad. They're angry. They're cooped up. We're all feeling it. So we need to give some ideas on how to get around some of that stuff. Okay, so give them some ideas on just how can they stay connected and how can they keep their kids connected to the outside world. My son yesterday, my older one, had a little FaceTime call with one of his buddies who he hasn't seen in a while, and they literally sat there for an hour and just talked and played silly games over literally face to face, but they loved it, right? And now they're going to do it again. So they're having like little virtual play dates. So there's so many different ways you can take this. So just create content around how do we stay connected in today's environment, okay? And the last thing is a lot of people are at home trying to figure out, how do I start getting in shape if they haven't started, or how can I keep my fitness going? I, for one, I love the gym. It was a mental place for me to go and not worry about anything else. And I was bummed when I couldn't go anymore, right? Like that was a big issue for me, was not having that release, not being able to go. Yeah, I can still run, but I like to lift weights. I like to get in the gym and do that. So for me, this was a major hiccup, right? And there's a lot of other people going through the same thing. But I found a way around it. And so literally, I'll show you. I went and got these. And these are all different tension fitness bands, right? And at first I was like, come on, fitness bands, really? And then I found a former IFBB pro bodybuilder who literally for the last 2 years before all this started trains exclusively with those bands that you just saw. Huge, strong bodybuilder training with bands. And I said, well, wait a minute, if he can do that, I can do that for sure. And so I just started following his videos, started following his content. Well, you could do something similar. It doesn't have to be a pro bodybuilder, but whatever you're into or whatever you think your sphere is going to be into, go get their ideas and give them credit, but say, hey, did you know that if you're into the gym and you like to lift heavy and you like to do those things, you might be limited now, but you're really not, because I've got fitness bands. What if I told you with these fitness bands here that you can get off Amazon for $40, you could get the same or better workout than you've been getting in the gym. In fact, I'm to the point where I don't know if I'll go back to the gym, because I love the fact that I can take these things anywhere. I can go outside, I can go do all these things, stay strong, stay in shape, get the results I want, and even save, $40-50 a month on my gym membership. So again, just thinking outside the box, but understanding consumer behavior. Consumers right now are trying to figure these 5 main topics out. These are main points in everyone's life. And so we need to be creating content that fits into their everyday life as it sits today in this current environment with COVID and everything going on. Okay, so those are just 5 topics that I suggest. I think there's so much content that could be built out around these 5 topics alone. Obviously, there's more on Beggins3.com. We have an idea lab, which gives you a ton of niche topics that you can create content around. But here are just 5 really practical ideas and topics that I think fit extremely well in today's environment. As always, if we can help in any way, guys, please let me know. We are here for you. And if we can do anything at all, we will. So reach out, stay healthy, stay safe, and we love you all. Thanks.